Did you enjoy it? I mean, not that particular. Did you enjoy the whole? I mean, you. I think I'm right in saying you. Did you not address? I think one of the only people ever to address the House of Representatives and the Parliament, UK Parliament.
I think there was only 4 people ever did that. I think I was the 5th. Or
did you enjoy all that?
At times I did. I mean, a lot of the glitter I didn't. I wasn't a great one for the glitter. I'd be as happy as a match or just out for a pint. But the sense of occasion of working in the European Council, being able to work on the peace process in the north, being able to be president of Europe and negotiate the constitution and the enlargement of Europe, they were things I did enjoy. I enjoyed almost the work rather than the razzmatazz that goes with it. I mean, I was never one for the big dinners and balls and banquets. They bored me, and there's a lot of it. The trappings is nonsense and annoying, but I enjoyed so much the rest of it.
Now, you did resign. I want to speak about the girls as well, just before I let you go. You did resign. There was allegations of sleaze and money and things like you went to your local pub with your paychecks and cashed them in and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not going to go into that now, Bertie. If you want to find out about that, you can read it about in the book. But I think every Prime Minister, no matter who they are, where they are, at the end of their tenure almost, they're looking at all sorts. They bring you up there and then they try to pull you down. That's all I'm going to say.
That's the game.
Yeah, that's the game. And I'm going to say that you're also annoyed by Mary Harney, I think, when it made a statement that she thought that Charlie should go to prison.
Yeah, I think that caused a bit of a stir at the time, and you have to let the courts decide these things, sure. and politicians have to be careful what they say.
Okay, let's talk about and of course your closeness with the Good Friday Agreement. I think, would you put the Good Friday Agreement on your gravestone as your greatest achievement?
Yeah, I think the Good Friday Agreement, but not just the negotiations agreement itself, which was a hard enough.
That's a huge part of the book, by the way, audience.
Yeah, but the implementation of it over the 8 or 9 years, I think I tried to put that across in the book, because it was Tony Blair and I were at it from 98 right up until we finally finished it in 2007.
How are the old suits nowadays? You made out there, you had to smarten yourself up, not jeans and T-shirts, but suits.
I had to do away with the anorak for a while.
Yeah, I certainly had to. I just got a
stay respectable.
We just got a call in from Lynn from Beckett's here in Marbella. Says that you've been in our restaurant. You're more than welcome any time you want.
Well, I look forward to getting down there and have a bit more time again.
Okay. Look, just before I let you go, we've got to speak about your family, just very quickly about the girls themselves. I see Celia's got a new book out, The Book of Tomorrow. Another great achievement for the Ahern family, that both the girls, one of them married to Westlife, and of course the twins. How are the twins, by the way?
Twins are great. They're exactly 2.5 now.
That's lovely.
So they're talking at a rate of knots, and running now, no longer just walking. So I'm trying to train them up for playing for Dublin now in a few years' time. So.
You're a great Dubs fan, of course. By the way, I was the first time ever in Croke Park. Isn't that a terrible Dublin boy, born, brought up in Mount Marion? First time ever in Croke Park. Only a few months ago, when I went to see U2, I went over to have a look at them there.
That's a great stadium.
Jeez, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
It is up now in probably, I think in Europe it's in the top 4 or 5 stadiums, and in the world it's even in the top 20. So it's something to be proud of.
Being a Southsider, I mean, you're a Drumcondra man, but being a Southsider, I always thought that the Croke Park was near the airport. So when the concert was over, I said to my sister, look, you hang on here, I'll go and get a taxi. So I said went over to one, because behind them some restaurants or something, were behind the seating area, bars or something. I went over to one of the porters and said, excuse me, could you get me a taxi? And he said, hold on, Paddy, this man here wants a taxi. He said, tell him he can have one at Christmas. There's 88,000 other people looking for him. Tell him to walk. I couldn't believe it, but we had a great walk back to Dublin and a great atmosphere.
You enjoyed it.
Oh, it was fantastic.
It was a good night to you too, concert.
Oh, fantastic. Now, Cecilia, let's talk about her success, because it is a great success. And where is she getting it from, her mama or her dad?
Well, I hope a little bit of both, but I'd have to give it to her, the credit to herself. I think she gets my old work ethic. She's a very hard worker. She puts in the hours, and she's a disciplined person. But I think maybe some of the good innovation and imagination she probably gets from her mum, and a good storytelling. But she's on book 7 now, and thankfully for her, it's she's done a lot of screenwriting for plays and films. And
famous in Ireland, America as well, of course. A P.S. I Love You, a huge movie. It's been great to go to see a movie your daughter had written and see her name up on the big screen.
I actually went twice, just we enjoyed it.
God, you might be known later on as the dad of Celia Ahern.
Well, that's happening a bit already.
I
met some people recently, and they were Russian, and I had never much political connections with Russia, very slight, but she's quite a hit in Russia, and she's far better in Russia than I am.
Have you kept her feet on the ground?
Yeah, she has. I mean, I think she, at least everyone says that to me, and I was a bad judge of that, but everyone says to me that it's nice to meet somebody who hasn't got affected by it, and she's 28 just the other day, so I hope she remains that way, but she's a good girl, and she's worked hard.
Fantastic. So we must mention the Stephen Gately, of course, the sad death. I'm sure you'll be doing something there at the funeral.
Yeah, tomorrow is a big day, a sad day.
Sure.
He's the family or constituents of mine, and it's just down the way in Sheriff Street tomorrow. It'll be an enormous funeral.
Enormous.
Very, very sad. Very sad. 33 years of age, and his life ahead of him, and the band doing well again, and Boyzone back in action. So it's a huge tragedy.
For people who don't know Bertie Ahern and not from Ireland, Bertie has always been a great supporter of the arts as well as sports in Ireland. That's so we thank you for that too, Bertie. The book is called Bertie Ahern, the autobiography. What's happening now in the life of Bertie? I mean, Jesus, what a change of life must be, a pace of life. Are you as busy as ever?
Yeah, working hard and involved in Northern Ireland stuff, involved in the peace process, involved in different things, and here we go. We just keep at it and keep working. Bless you. Thanks for joining us on the show, and do come down. As I say, Beckett's are waiting for you. Your dinner's on. We'd love to see you down there, Maurice. I hope so one day. Thank you, and sláinte to you. Thanks a lot, Maurice. Bye bye.